I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
All right, welcome back in, everybody, to a thing or two about life. It is the Total Podcast. I am Mario, joined by the fam, and we gonna get it started tonight. Thank you to everybody that tuned in last week for the live streaming of the show. We truly appreciate it. Don't forget, you can go to the website totalview22.com, and I got it right on the first time this time, y'all. And you can go to finally. You can also go to send us some correspondence, send us emails, questions, anything you want to talk about at a totalview22 at gmail.com. So we're going to get in and try to get in and get out tonight. So we're going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, starting with Mr. Lee Jack.
What it do? Hey, how's everybody going tonight? Hope everybody's doing lovely and fine. If not, I hope you get to doing better. So I'm just here to make it do what it do.
All right. And we want to say get well really quick to Miss Marlena. She's feeling under the weather tonight, but she's still toughing it out and hanging with us. Talk to him, Marlena.
Hello, meow, meow. How's everybody this evening? We're glad that you joined us. We hope to give you a good show tonight, and just hang in there with us. We are here to entertain you. Meow.
Oh, wow.
All right. And Miss Felicia, what's going on with you, baby girl?
I'm doing all right. I hope everybody's okay. I'm learning to keep my motherfucking lane tonight.
Motherfucker, like Miss Andrea, what's going on, sure?
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. We'll most definitely try to give you a great one tonight.
All right. And bringing up the real Mama DCC. Talk to him.
Good evening, Suki now. Welcome into my playhouse with my kitty kids.
All right. So we're going to start off. Marlena, are you up for it today or you want to move on?
Yeah, we're going to do this thing.
Uh-oh.
All right. Got one question for Ms. Marlena. Marlena?
Yes, Mario.
What's happening at school with them bad ass kids?
Oh, Mario. Listen, it's been a bittersweet day. But first, I want to start you off with a little bit of gossip. So today we had our closing ceremonies. Technically, school is not over, but we just had our closing ceremonies today. But before that even came into play, here come Miss Smart with her little gossiping self. Grandma, you know Mr. Boxdale running around here with all that stuff that he was supposed to move last week. He didn't get it done. But now that he knows that the Indian chief is coming to the village, he ran there losing all of his feathers trying to move that stuff that he should have moved around all last week. You ought to see him running through here trying to get stuff done. He's just so damn lazy. He should have been had it. And I said, you're right. And she is right. And moving right along. I got to spoil my kids for the last time for their little somewhat graduation, moving on to first grade ceremony. I had them a little catered lunch. So we stayed into our room and had chicken tenders and potato wedges and Coke. And
All American's child's meal. All right now.
Yeah, and I fixed them some nice little summer treat bags to take home with them with little miniature basketball, footballs, and soccer balls and Barbie dolls and sand art, just all kinds of good stuff. The little hopscotch chalk and, just little stuff that, they can have to entertain themselves over the summer. And maybe a little something that they can remember grandma by. We had a really, really, really good ceremony. I was sad to see them go because I know, after the school's technically not over until the 15th, but once you have the moving on ceremonies and the integrate testing is done, there's no more credits for them to have to acquire. A lot of them don't come back to school after that. So they are truly going to be missed. I was in tears a little bit today, and I'm kind of feeling it right now. So I'm done with that.
I got one question for you.
Yes.
Do you need any more grandchildren? You give good goodie bags. Good gracious.
Yeah, I loaded them up. I filled them up with candy too. Oh yeah.
Sounds like you had a marvelous time. Sounds like you had a really good time.
Oh, they were so happy to get those bags and the smiles on the face. And I got something good too. I did. I got a goodie bag today from one of the parents' daughter. Said, Grandma. She was running me. She said, I have something for you. And it was a big bag. And she says, her daughter really wanted to make sure that I got something today. And it had flowers and 3 bottles of like Snapple juice in it. It had 4 candy bars. And, what else did it? It had like the Chex cheese mix, and then it had a thing of Planters white cheddar balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a beautiful the thing that really touched my heart was the note that was left inside of it. It was just so touching, so beautiful. That the two of them thought very well of me.
Oh,
All right, good. I'm glad that
very well of you too, Marlena.
Yes, I will say I'm glad that they did touch your heart, and
It did.
that's what's happening in school.
That's what's happening at school.
As a lot of things about to wrap up as far as school go, a lot of kids been out. All the camps and all that is about to start up, and I just want to say real quick, somebody needs to set some money aside for these damn camps, because they like $230 a week, $300 a week for space camp, for engineering camp. You be like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So this is the time of the year for all the at-home people who watch kids to make a killing, because some of them camps will not be attended by a lot of kids. Yeah. So, but they need some funding aside to help a lot of parents out, because this is a tough time for a lot of parents when it comes to child care for the summer.
Yeah.
So with that being said, a lot of people are talking about the Lori Harvey and the Michael B. Jordan thing.
Oh, man.
He's like 10 years, her single. So which makes me ask this question. Now that we all got a little age on us, I'm gonna start with you, Ms. Dianetta. What do you think is the best age for someone to be married? Now that you know what you know.
Well, I really don't think 10 years is that bad. There was a 15 age difference in my parents, and they seemed to make it work. There was a 5 age difference in my husband and I. I was older than him. But would I consider marrying someone 10 years older? Of course I would. But the Harvey girl is very immature. Because if you see her background, she has jumped from man to man to man, and she's not ready to settle down. Now, if I were her, that young man is the one to settle down with. because he's got his head on his shoulders and he's got a good career ahead of him. But she's not too worried about her future because she got a stepdad who is, well, he doesn't consider himself a stepdad. She has a father who is working multiple jobs just to keep everybody in that family jumping. So I would just put it in the middle and maybe say the ideal would probably be 7, but 10 is not bad at all.
But what age do you think a person should get married at? What's too young, or what's too, what's a good ripe age where you figure, okay, now you should be ready for marriage? What's an age?
I would say mostly probably age 24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What about you, Andrea? Now that you know what you know, what's a good age you think would be good to marry somebody?
I mean that depends. It all depends on your maturity level, where you're trying to go in life and things like that. You really can't put an age on marriage. It just depends on the person and where they are in their lives. I got a cousin. They got married when they were 19 years old, and they still married right today. And they've been together for over 20-something years. So you really can't put an age on marriage. What's a good age group distance? Maybe, like Miss Donetta said, maybe 10 years.
Okay. Now, in this whole Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, everybody was saying that, she crazy for letting him go. But isn't it something to be said if you know that this ain't what you want? And if they say she's a socialite, which means she like to have fun, she like to club hobby, do all of this. If she would have said yes, eventually wouldn't this just would have ended up bad if she still want to do this and he want to be a homebody? Isn't it something to be said for her knowing herself and just saying, no, I ain't ready, I ain't with this?
Yeah, I do. But I think her motive was selfish. But she definitely has proven to the public that she's not ready, because her life basically is an open book.
How old is she?
25. But wouldn't you rather her say no than go into something she knows she don't?
Then the wait 6 time and yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Right.
I give her kudos for that. I do.
Yeah. What about you, Felicia? What do you think is a good age, and give us your opinion on the whole Harvey Jordan thing?
Well, I think the girl is too young. She's too immature. I don't think they match up. I think she shouldn't have got married to him. I think she should have said no. Best age to get married, I really can't say that there's an age. I think I agree with Andrea. It's about maturity, what your goals are. Age to me.
Okay. All right. What about you, Lee Jack? What's your whole opinion on all of this?
Oh man. Let's see. Start off. I got married the first time at a young age, 19. I had, like Andrea said, with the maturity thing, I had done a lot of stuff and been a lot of places and did a lot of things. So I kind of knew what I was expecting or what I wanted in my life at the time. But she wasn't feeling the same way and things didn't work out. So hey, that was what it was. For as the age to get married, based on the person's experiences in life and what they did, I mean, it could be a young age. Like I said, with me, it was 19. But most people, they want to like graduate high school, they really need to like experience college or maybe experience the military or just get out and see the world before they decide they want to just hop into a marriage or a long-term relationship like that. So
Yeah.
I say after, let's see, you see high school is 18, college, if you go 4 years of college, that's 22.
Yeah.
So I mean, between the age of 20, 24, and 26, you should be looking. So by 28, 30, you should be ready to settle down.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. What about you, Marlena?
I I did grow up at a time when I was in high school. A lot of my peers were already engaged in our senior year and getting married right near the end of high school, even before we got out, or um, or right after we got out of high school. And I truly don't think that kind of thing should happen. I mean, it may have been successful for a lot of them, but I truly don't think that kind of thing should have happened, because you don't have a chance to really, at that point, get to figure out who you are, outside of your parents' house. You know, you move from your parents' house into a marriage, so you're in the relationship with somebody else where you have to kind of partner and compromise and kind of do things someone else's way a little bit, and but I just think you need to take time and explore who you are. I think before everybody gets married, they should live by themselves for a little bit. Um, I do think they should travel some, by themselves. I think they should um, choose outside of high school your type of, um, um, friends, outside of high school. Just live a different life from your parents' house in high school before you step into a relationship and marriage. I think um maybe 26 to 30 is a good age to maybe to start considering marriage. Um because I'm just thinking about um um how I was right out of high school and how much how much I just enjoyed my life between those ages, between high school and 30, how much I enjoyed my life.
Okay. I agree with Lee Jack and Andrea as far as everybody maturity level is different, right? Depends on what you've been through in your life and how you see life. Some people want to party, but still find that one person say, okay, I'll get married. But like I said with Lori, you still want to get up and go. And then if that person is a homebody, unless y'all come to some type of agreement, y'all gonna have problems. Because even if that person who's a party person decide I'm gonna stay at home, slowly on the inside, she suffocate. She feel like she dying, and you just as happy as you want to be. And you know what I'm saying? So that ain't gonna work. At some point, it's gonna come to a head. I got married at 25 years old, and I still say at 25 I wasn't ready to be nobody's husband. Not because of the commitment and all that stuff was there. Wanted to take care of the family, wanted to do all of that, but the part of learning to be selfless when it comes to a marriage, that sometimes that's a hard pill to learn to swallow sometimes, because you're so used to doing things. Because I was living by myself, you're so used to me, and then when you get with somebody, it takes a minute to just want to give everything you got to that person for the bigger cause. So if she wasn't ready for that and probably knows some things about him behind the scene that we don't know, I say kudos to her for saying no. At least she didn't waste the man time and have him running, chasing after her all across the country, trying to figure out where the hell she at.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Spending money on rings and shit, and then goddamn me be like somebody on the panel was, it's mine. You know, he don't get it back and the money gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, look, we glad that she didn't waste it. Then that old thing, he did marry her. She ain't got no viable income that I know of as far as that goes. So she gonna be saying she won't have, and she ain't did nothing to get half.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's how I feel about that. We'll move on to the next question. So I'm gonna start with you, Leon. When you go on a date with somebody for the first time, what are 2 questions you must ask and you have to have an answer to? You need to know 2 things right off the bat before we go any further, or there's a second date. There are 2 questions I need to know the answer to. What are they?
2 questions I need to know the answer to.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Damn, it's taking you that long to think?
It's gotta be some stuff where you need to know right now. I need to know.
Need to know right now.
Before we go any further, second date, anything, I need to know this right now.
Are you dealing with anybody else right now?
That's a good one.
And let's see. How can I say this?
Oh Lord.
You want me to say it for you?
Yeah, go ahead, since you think you know.
What's your STD status?
Do you got papers, motherfucker? Do you got papers?
Can I see those?
Yeah, can I see them
You
papers?
willing to go take this test? See, I go take that one and we exchange these papers over here.
Yeah, because see, I get tested damn near every month. So you know, even though I ain't did that in 10 years, but I get tested every month almost. So hey, you know, can I see some papers on you?
Leon said he want to know if you sit that coochie in some water, will it start boiling? That's what I need to know.
Oh, that's horrible.
Hey,
But
was
that what you was trying to say, Leon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to be delicate with it, but you just put it out there. So hey,
hey, it is what it is.
Let's get some papers on the
This is adult entertainment.
Uh-huh.
That is, I mean, I do need to, I mean, status is very important when it comes to sexual health. Status is very important.
Especially with me, you know.
Definitely.
What about you, Andrea?
We already covered it. I need to know what your STD status. Come on now.
Okay, one more. What's the second one?
What's the second one? Basically, where is it that you're trying to go in life? What are your goals?
That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
Is he disease free and where you going?
That's right.
And you just hope one of them places ain't the clinic.
Yes, Lord.
What about you, Felicia?
For your future?
Well, one question is, what is your definition of single? Because everybody's definition of single is not the same.
Oh.
And
okay.
Where are your papers? Let me see those papers.
And so while we on this, let me get your definition of single, since everybody's definition of single ain't the same.
That is a very good point, Andrea.
My definition of single means I'm not in a situationship. I'm not seeing nobody. I don't have any friends with benefits. I have a fuck buddy. I don't have any of that. It's just me and maybe my toys.
Ooh.
Okay, but if any of that exists, right? So let's say you got a friend with benefits. They ain't your person, but you still single. If it's a fuck buddy, you still single if y'all ain't in a relationship. I mean, I'm trying to. There's levels to it. That's what you're saying.
Well, see, I've had situations, unnecessary situations with men, so I can't even have none of that. If I do anything with them, it's more of like whether I say we together or not, whether we agreed upon it or not. They want to take things in a whole nother level. So I just no, I don't have those.
Okay, all right, I feel you. What about you, Ms. Donetta? What are the two things you would ask and you just had to have an answer to before the second date?
I want to know if they in a committed or uncommitted relationship right now. I actually have three questions.
Okay, go ahead.
My second question is, and I think it's because of the age. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? I won't give you 5, but I'll say, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? The third question is, how is your health? Because I have health issues, but I can take care of my health issues. I'm not trying to be no nursemaid to anybody. I've done that, been there, done that. So I want to know how your health is.
Okay. Those are very valid questions. I mean, you want to know what you're signing up for if potentially it get to that point. What about you, Marlena? What are your two questions?
Have you ever been to prison? And are you straight, gay, or bisexual?
Okay. Straight, gay, or bisexual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, in
Some
today's
of them
world, that is a very valid question to ask.
It is.
You know.
A lot of these guys on the down low still be trying to play their role. Yeah.
Well, right along with that question, you got to make sure you ask the question, what were you born as?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you finna get ready to have a date where you finna get up and walk away from the table.
Mm-hmm.
Because the wrong question is being wrong question, and he answered, "Oh, I thought you knew I was a woman. Now I'm a man. Is that a problem?"
Yeah. I got this pistol that says, yeah, I got a problem.
But for the women though, if you met a man as that and you found out that that it used to be a woman, but you done fell in love with the man and stuff, would it make a difference to you, Marlena?
She can't even answer that one. Look at her.
I can't because I'm not there, and I don't know how I would feel about that at the time. It's kind of sickening to think about right now, but there's somebody being with, and I don't know.
So the feelings, the feelings that you develop over time wouldn't play a role in it.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Total Podcast is the only place you can get riveting commentary like I don't know. This is the only place you can get it.
Oh my God.
It would bother me.
I think it would bother me
because the fact that they didn't be forthcoming with it. Now it might be totally different if they had if they should have said it at the beginning. Then I could have made a decision, and I still can't say whether I would or wouldn't. But to just straight out ask me that, no, I wouldn't. The relationship would be over. But for the mere fact that we've had several dates and that has not come up, and you have not said I was born a woman and transitioned into a man, yeah, that's a deal breaker right there. Because that means you're not going to be totally honest with me. There are going to be some things that you're going to be withholding.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a done deal if we were just dating.
Right.
But if that was somebody that I have been like in a committed relationship with for a while,
right,
that would be something. But I'm like Donette, I still would probably feel some type of way because, some type of betrayal because you weren't forthcoming with it.
Okay, now let's look at this. Let's approach this from a different angle.
Here he come.
No. This is legitimate. Now, Felicia's, plays on both sides of the fences. Would that even matter at all to you, Felicia? If you saying, okay, I'm into this guy, right? He's in this for this particular portion. I'm dating guys, and then it comes to find out that it used to be a woman. Since you on both sides of the fence, would that even matter to you?
Yes, it matters to me because what I choose is what I choose. Don't play with me. Don't play games with me. I don't like a lie. And that's a damn lie. I'm not going for it. Just because I'm bisexual doesn't mean you can play those games with me.
No, okay. So you
but
saying
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Ms. Donna.
My question to you, Felicia, is so if they were forthcoming at the beginning and told you, would that matter?
Yes, it matters because I want what's natural. I don't want nothing surgical.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Andrea? Does it?
Boy, don't even play with me.
I'm just saying, if you found out a couple weeks in, you know what I'm saying, and they just say, "Hey, look, sit down on this romantic setting," and they come and tell you all nice and I just want to let you know I care about you. I want to be with you, but it's one thing.
We'll be putting money on her books, man. We'd be putting money on her books.
Right.
Yes, we
one
would.
thing you need to know.
First of all, don't even play with me like that. And secondly, hell no. Hell yes, the relationship will be a wrap. Why? Because you lied from the beginning. You didn't give me a chance to make that choice. You took that right from me.
Right.
You took that away from me. No.
Right.
And now you got me questioning who the hell I
am. Okay, that's fair. I mean, under no circumstance, if that was me, whether they told me at the beginning or they told me down the line, I can't deal with nobody I know used to be no man. I don't give a fuck under no circumstances. I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could, but I don't.
I don't think so either. In fact, I know not.
Right.
Gracious.
No.
And it is sad that we have gotten to that point now where we would have to ask somebody that question.
Right.
That should definitely be one of the questions that we need to be asking.
Girl, people are selfish. People are selfish.
They are.
Because when they see what they want, they want what they want. They just hide stuff, They'll hide the truth just to have what they want.
Okay.
All end up disastrous.
And that's true. Let me ask Felicia this, and I ain't saying you could totally understand, but Felicia, you might can give us a little bit more insight on this. How come whenever they're transsexual, that of that nature or something like that, and I ain't saying you fully know, but you might have a little bit more insight than we do. How come they don't ever want them? How come they always want normal people? Why don't transsexuals ever go look to be with transsexuals so this wouldn't even be an issue?
Because they want what's natural, even though
they're not natural.
They're not natural, but they want what's natural, which makes no sense. How can you ask for something that you're not giving your damn self? But hey, That's just how a lot of people, unfortunately, are.
Yeah.
That's how they.
I've always wondered
It's-
that they how come they don't want them? You know what I mean? They want the acceptance, but
I'm telling
they
you from the
are not
conversations that
accepting
I've
of
heard.
themselves. I don't get it.
I'm telling you from the conversations of because they say they want all natural, and I've said,
Okay, if you want all natural,
I
then
said,
why
but
don't you just go ahead and stay who you are and be with the opposite sex?
you know,
And that way you can get all natural.
it becomes a debate, like an unnecessary debate, and I just get to the point of where I just be like, you know what, do you, whatever you choose, do you, because it makes no sense to me.
Now, it's here's another bitter. I ain't gonna say sweet, but situation where a person's not comfortable with the sexuality that they were born with, and they choose to make a change. I don't have a problem with that. I do understand that, but I think you need, think about it. You need to be forthcoming with people who, with anybody that you're considering a relationship with. When you start showing interest in somebody and you think that person might have some interest in you, that should be one of your first conversations, because that person has to have the chance to decide if they can go for this, if they can try this, if they want, if they want to see if they can, make something of this. You don't go deceiving people, because you can't help how you feel and how you want your body to change to suit who you feel, to suit how you feel inside. But don't go deceiving people, because everybody is not going to be comfortable with that. Some people may be, but everybody is not going to be.
Yes. And I have always said, right? Let's say if you're a man and you say, I want to be a transsexual and transition myself into a woman so I could be with a man. Now, technically, aren't you just a gay man who want to be with a man, but you think it feels better if the package, the wrapping is in the woman format, but ultimately, aren't you a man just trying to be with a man?
Yeah.
Mario, is different because they don't feel inside of their body and soul like a man or a woman. There's not just a man who likes men. I'm not saying in all situations it's not like that.
No. I get it.
men.
I mean, it's variations to it.
Yeah, there are men who are very masculine men who like men. But when you feel like a woman, when you feel feminine, when your insides, everything about your body tells you you're a woman, but you're in a man's body, or vice versa. Women who's in a woman's body, but they feel like men, it's different for them, but it's a struggle for them to try to be something that they don't feel like that they are.
Okay.
Basically,
That's a
saying,
sad thing, but it is what it is.
yeah.
But
Basically, go ahead.
but still, hearing again, you just have to be truthful about who you are, what you've been through, what you're going through, the road that you've traveled with your sexuality, and those kind of things. Those are not things you hide from people who you are trying to encounter as a mate.
Okay, go ahead. What you were gonna say, Leon?
Basically, they just want the outside to look like the inside. So if they're a man and they feel like the feminine role, they want the outside to look like a female, and vice versa. If the female feels like a man, she wants the outside to look like a man.
Yeah.
Once again, we'll move on. I ain't gonna be Mario on this, and just we'll move on, because I mean, and once again, this is a hard pill for me to have to learn how to swallow, because sometimes just because you can't wrap your mind around it and it don't make sense to you, don't mean that it's not a thing and or it doesn't exist, because it's just not right for you. Like when we saying about the school shootings, why would they do that? We could never put our mind in the mind of somebody crazy. So you would never know how could they position themselves to do that. So I just couldn't, wrap my mind around it, because if you say you feel like a woman, we'll move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
I had to go a whole other place with that. Would you break up with your significant other, Marlena, over their kids? They're not being able to control their kids, or them not wanting you to be able to say anything to their kids? Would you break up with them over it? Or would you find a solution to say, baby, we could be together, but we could just work on something to deal with these kids?
First and foremost, that is what I would do. If I can't get along with his kids, or there's an issue with his kids, and if we can work together and fix the problem, then sure. But we cannot move forward with kids who don't have no respect for me. It's going to be a big ass problem if you don't see nothing wrong with it, and you're not supporting me in that area.
Okay.
So yes, I would definitely move on, because if he allows his kids to be disrespectful to me, then he's being disrespectful to me. And I do not need to be in any disrespectful situations.
Okay, that is a very good answer. What about you, Drill? Issues with the kids? You staying? Y'all trying to work it out, or what's the mood at?
I'm out. I'm out. Nope, I'm out. Sorry. Because I'm not gonna allow my kids to disrespect me, and yours damn sure ain't.
What do you say? Well, baby, with a little family counseling, we can work through it, baby.
And
But I don't really want to
that,
lose you.
my kids aren't gonna disrespect you. So no.
No counseling, no name. You just out.
I mean, I'll come to you and ask you to talk to your kids, but if you can't seem to get it together, then I got to go. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to catch nobody case about nobody else's kids. I'm sorry. So the best thing for me to do is leave. And once your kids are grown and out of your house, and if I feel like we can come back together after a few years or whatever, if I'm not taking it, we can possibly revisit that again. But no.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. Lee Jack, what's up with you? You staying? You working it out, or you trying to find a good compromise somewhere in the middle? What you doing?
Well, it's kind of like this. I done tried to stay in together and working it out, compromising with the disrespectful heathen of the kids in the relationship. And yeah, heathens, straight heathens. And yeah, that shit didn't sit well with me. I got pissed off about it. I said some things, did some things that showed how unhappy I was in the situation. Now, after dealing with all that over all the years, man, if your kid's disrespectful, hey, I'll see you later. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I ain't sticking around for that bullshit. Nope.
Peace out, player. I'm gone.
Yeah. It was great while it lasted, but hey.
What about you? What about you, CC? What you doing? You staying, working it out, counseling? Well, what's the move?
Well, first of all, the children got to be adults because at my age, I'm not raising no children. And if they are disrespectful, depending on the relationship of me and the father, I would try to sit down and talk to him. You know, just point blank. What is it about me that you don't like? And a lot of times it's because I'm not, he's not with their mother for some reason. Well, if the mother has passed, well, you can't be my mother. Well, I understand that, but I can certainly be your friend. But if we don't come to a meeting of the minds there, then yeah, I'm out. I mean, I did have a situation where my father married somebody I couldn't stand, but I was never disrespectful to her. And I respected her for the mere fact that she was my father's wife. I let her know that on no uncertain terms she was not my stepmother because my mother raised me. When my dad remarried, we were all, well, my middle brother and I were grown. My baby brother was still in school and I finished raising him. So I said, that's a discourtesy to my mother for you to tell somebody that I'm your stepmother, that she was my stepmother, because she wasn't, because she ain't mother none of us. She mothered hers. But yeah, if I'm in a situation like that, I can't come to a meeting of the minds, I'm ghost.
Okay. All right. Fifi.
First off, counseling. If an outsider has to step in to try to help, then I really don't need to be there. But no, I'm not sticking around. If I got a problem with your kids got a problem with me, it's disrespectfulness. No, I gotta go because you're a package deal, and I gotta have my respect. I'm sorry.
Okay. What if it was the other way around? What if the person, the children wasn't disrespectful for you, but you don't like the way the kids treat the parent? You'd be like, you just let them kids talk to you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? What if it was like that?
I'm still out because
I be around it.
that's their child. They're gonna treat them and let them treat them however they want it to be done. I'm not saying nothing because I'm not getting into an argument with you about it. So if that's how you let your children do you, I'm not gonna sit back and watch it. I'm still out.
The reason I asked this question, because as you know, you get older, you see a lot of people when the kids being bad and the parents don't want you to say anything to them about the kids. You be like, okay, let's say I don't say anything to you, but you not gonna say nothing to the damn kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the kids being bad, you be like, look, nobody shouldn't have to say that. And some parents be like, let's say you're in McDonald's or something, the parent be numb to the shit. The kid be all over the place. And they'll still be on the phone or talking like they don't see to somebody ask, whose kid is this? Can you please get your kid? And then they'll get an attitude because you saying put a rein on your kid. I just don't understand. I've never understood that. But
those are the same parents that want you to tune it out just like they're tuning it out. But you can't tune it out because it's not your child.
So Mario, let me put you in that position.
Okay, go ahead.
What if your children were the ones that were out of control or whatever, and your significant other would ask you, can I help you? Or are you going to say something? Or how would you feel about that?
Well, me personally, I would like to think that my kids wouldn't do that, but nobody wouldn't have to say nothing to me because I'm still right at the cusp of that generation where we don't let our kids do any damn thing. I know like the people right under us kind of will let their kids be whatever, but I'm still from that generation where, you know how your mama give you a certain look, she ain't have to say shit to you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't have to say nothing. She just give you that look. And you just know sometimes when you don't add heed to that look, when you get home, you were gonna get fucked up, FOD, fucked up on demand. Soon as you get through that door,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
yeah, you think it's all
Right.
good. She'll wait till you done took a shower, bath. You think she done forgot about it. Then you get fucked up. So I would hope that I wouldn't do that. But if it's somebody good, you got to keep your kids under control because nobody wants to deal with no unruly kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to try to at least do something about it. Because if you just let them go on, them be them same kids that once they grow up, once you didn't put it in check early, gonna be them same one who think they can fight you when they get older.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Do you think it's a good idea, maybe? And I'll say this before they start being disrespectful, to have an outing with that child, or if it's an adult child, to take them out to dinner or to a movie or something, and try to establish some type of relationship.
Mhm.
I think if it's an adult child should act like an adult.
Well, you know that's not always true.
Right.
But is it your job to woo the child?
I'm just saying, for the sake of the relationship, sometimes you would go across the line and do some extreme, I'm not saying that's the norm, but I've done that before.
I know, but me, if that was me and D with my kids and they were grown up, I just sit them all down and tell them, hey, look, I'm about to date this person. We about to take it to the next level and be serious. I don't want no bullshit from none of y'all. Y'all better treat it with respect. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that don't, especially y'all grown ass kids who still living here, it's time for y'all motherfucker to leave the coop anyway. So you start some shit, you won't be living here. Cause you know the older we get, you only find so many people you vibe with and that want to be with, and I be damn, let y'all little bastards fuck it up.
Yes.
I agree with that. That makes sense.
So
That makes sense.
but damn, I'm gonna let y'all fuck it up.
Yeah.
So it's just a delicate line, cause I know a lot of people love their kids, and sometimes a lot of people have given up a whole portion of their life for their kids. But at some time, it's okay to say this time is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. My son always teased me, and that's why y'all hear me a lot of times say I'm gonna knock him down. Because my sons always tease me, man, mom, if you get a man, I'm gonna push him down. And I'm like, good. You doing half of the work for me. That's why I want him anyway.
Watch out now.
You know good as well he don't want to hear that.
Go ahead, push him down. You doing half of the work for me. Thank you.
So at this point in your life, Miss Dianetta, can you tell if you were dating somebody if they were broken or not? Like when you go out with them, how can you tell when somebody's broken? I've always heard people say, "Oh, I couldn't mess with him. He seems broken." But how do you know when somebody is broken?
Lord Jesus.
A lot of times is when that woman's intuition kicks in. Conversation, action. You can tell. I just got out of a situation where I've been knowing that he was broken, but I thought I could help piece him back together, but that ain't happening. So now he in the friend zone. But you can't put your hands on exactly what it is. It's just how they react in situations, things that they do, how they react to you around their family and friends. Things that he does when you all are alone. Just conversations. and just their way of, a lot of times, because I'm really into knowing about what's going on in the world, just sometimes do a conversation with them on what their reaction is to the things that are going on around them. You can tell whether somebody's broken.
Okay. Marlena, sound like you had something to say about this. How can you tell? How do you know if a man's broken?
When you get a lot of the woe is me type conversations,
Okay.
when he's not comfortable in certain situations, when his confidence level is down, you know, when he can't seem to move forward, he's broken.
Okay. All right. Them are some good points. Leon, you ever been able to tell if a woman's broken?
Yeah. I don't usually, if I can see that she's broken, I don't usually try to pursue. I try to, help her get some confidence back in herself. You tell a woman is broken when she's reclusive, she's to herself, she doesn't really want to participate in things that people would normally do, like outings or be around other people. She can't be quiet, just unwilling to move forward in life. Like it may have been a bad relationship that she was in. She don't want to try to do anything, do a new relationship, or try to give someone else a chance, and be stuck on, just stuck on the past, and not willing to accept a new future or try to make a new future.
Oh wow, that's a good one. I mean, all right. Felicia, you've experienced a broken man, or do you know the signs of a broken man, or your case, broken man or a woman?
Well, I would say when I see all the red flags, any red flag, to me, that means you're broken.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of red flags. And a lot of them have already been named.
Okay, so some red flags just could be he just ain't bought shit. That don't mean he broken.
Right.
But you just say any red flag, he broken.
To me, any red flag, because there's a history behind it. Everybody has a story.
Okay.
And I don't read that every book. Every book does not need to be read by me. I'm good.
Thanks, Emil.
Well, all right now.
Okay, Andrea, you've been around broken men, or you can tell when a man is broken?
I mean, I've been around broken men before.
What?
Really?
Welcome.
I ain't break his penis off. I'll say penis for Janine. I ain't break his penis off. That's what you mean. But anyway, yes, I've been around broken men before. I was in a relationship with one 2 years ago, but it was what it was. You try to help them get their selves back together, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't.
Look at Mario.
I really want paying attention. I threw it hard.
I want to say so. That's all you got to say about that.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say about
All she want to say about that.
I'll start paying attention now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I got a question for Leon.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
Okay.
paying attention.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, if I'm understanding you, Leon, you said you would not pursue a woman that was broken, but you would try to help her.
Yes.
You know what the problem with that is?
What's that?
When you try to help a woman that's broken, she assumes that you are pursuing her.
True.
And there may start some feelings from her. Now, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna pull back from that?
True. And I can say I have seen that happen before, but I try to let her know from the beginning, hey, look, I understand that you've been through some things, that you're going through some things, trying to find yourself or work out some issues. I'm just here as a friend to try to help motivate you, try to help be there for you, comfort, be that encouraging voice that you need. Now, as far as being your man or boyfriend, anything like that, I'm not here for that. And if you ever feel as though that's the case, that's the route that you want to go, I'm gonna have to pull back, and I'm gonna have to let you figure it out from there.
Well, as one of our panelists once said before, regardless of what you say, you my man.
Yeah.
She's not here to defend herself, so you stop it, Mario.
But when she hears it, you can just believe that she gonna say something about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, as soon as she here, she gonna get him.
You a
You know
man.
she feels.
Number
He's
12
gonna get you,
be
Mario.
rolling.
You watch.
Number 12 gonna come around.
But
But
Miss Donetta got a point though. When you do tend to help people, the natural tendency is for them to think, why he doing all of this? He must like me. He must, feel like he care for me or something. It never could be you just want to help because you're a good person or you feel they need help. They do tend to think that he must want something from me.
Yeah. And like I say, I'll tell them up front, nope, that's not what this is about. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm strictly here as help, as a friend, as somebody you can try to help, talk to and get through this hot spot in your life, and find somebody that's really out there for you. Because like I say, when I was out there, man, I'm not the one you want to fall in love with.
That's what you say, baby.
Hey, that's what it was.
And you know what? But Marlena is right. She's totally right. Because, suppose she comes up to you and she said,
he say that, but he know he like me, because he wouldn't be doing all that for me. If he wouldn't be taking his time with me if he didn't really like me. That's what you say, baby. But I know different.
I like you as a friend, and that's all I'm gonna be, is your friend.
Girl, he just be saying that.
He come up to you and tell you, I'm having a rough night. Can you spend the night with me?
Nah, we don't do the spending night thing. That's on reserved for certain people. And when we're spending the night, you know what's going down when you spend the night. Because like some people say, I don't sleep with many clothes on. So
well, that's the point. I mean, come on now.
What they say, it goes down in the DM.
And then she get to one of these. Okay, so you're supposed to be helping her, and she get into one of these little crying spells, and she all up on you and everything, and
that's the thing about the crying spells. I don't deal well with the crying spells on nobody. So I tell you quick, hey, you want to do the crying thing, you might want to go find you a quiet place to cry to yourself. But
oh my God,
I was encouraging you. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, you cool, you can make it. You got plenty of people out there that want, that's looking for somebody like you, and can be that special person in your life that's looking for somebody. But
I thought you wanted me, boo.
No, never that.
You're not at all what I thought you were.
Not at all. I am what I am. I am who I am. I'm an encourager, an uplifter. But when it comes down to going further than that, in the past, yeah, I might have, but after some years and things like that, I'll pursue who I want to pursue and do what I want to do.
But don't you know that we gotta be friends first? So yeah, we can lead into something.
I got friends that's been friends for years and gonna stay friends. That's all we ever gonna be. And whenever they need to come talk, they always come talk. We talk like we brother and sister. But as far as doing anything else other than that, I'll make that decision.
Even if she came to you and said, lately, my back been feeling all blue in. I just need somebody to blow it out.
Let me find somebody for you. Let me make some phone calls. But as far as me blowing it out, it ain't gonna happen.
I guess I guess they say, as we like to tell these women, they are exceptions to the rule on this panel. I guess we found somewhere Leon is an exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Because most men, if they, not all men, but most men, if a woman come at them all vulnerable like that, most men
take advantage of them.
Take advantage of it.
I'm not the one to take advantage of nobody. I don't. That's not an acceptable thing to me. Taking advantage of people when you know that they're not in their right mind or they're out of body, right at that point in time.
They're not stable.
Yeah, they it can be, like you say, it can lead to other things down the line of being misconstrued as something that it's not.
Yep.
And when it comes down to that, people can get hurt. And when people get hurt, most of the time they tend to lash out.
Yeah.
And for
you get somebody crazy, emotional, in love, and was already somewhat probably hurt before or broken, like you said, was already broken. Then you done pet them up and love them up, and now they're emotional in love and crazy
the wrong way,
and now they crazy emotional in love. That's dangerous.
Yes, you end up in a river somewhere, especially in Arkansas. Shit.
Oh wow!
Arkansas,
don't be giving the people in Arkansas no ideas now.
Niggas in Arkansas love the river now. They love the river. I'm gonna leave it at that.
But I say all the time, just because you can't hit it don't always mean you're supposed to. There are some times as a man, it comes a few crossing roads in your life where some coochie you gotta just let walk. You gotta just say, you know what, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. Because it's consequences to it.
Right.
You don't hear many men say that.
No, I'm telling you.
That be the problem why a lot of these women is broken like they broken. And feeling like they feeling and won't give a good guy an actual chance because niggas ain't worth shit these days.
And sometimes that be the case.
Yeah.
But I've seen broken work in a way that not like y'all would think traditional broken mean. I've seen a one was broken where she was confident. She had, decent job, money, houses and cars. But the way she was broken was she got all of that because somewhere along the way, somebody made her not feel pretty. She used to always say stuff like we went to a bank one time and this light-skinned girl was working the bank. And you know what she said? She said, why is she working here? She pretty. She shouldn't be working this type of job.
Oh, wow.
And somewhere along the way, somebody made her not feel pretty because of her skin color. And she was big into this colorism thing. And that's when I realized not all broken is traditional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she, everywhere we went, she always said that because somebody is pretty, that means that they are slated for higher callings in life. I said, you never thought that this lady this is the job of her choice. This is what she choose. Just because not everybody who's quote unquote pretty, use their prettiness to advance or use it to get over on people. Some people actually work to get to where they're at.
Right.
So
Yeah, and just because if she's pretty doesn't mean she's smart.
yes,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying. I used
to
to tell
that
all that.
degree of that she thinks.
Mhm.
Yes. And I used to tell all that. She was always say, if there was a light-skinned woman and a dark-skinned woman, we had so many arguments about colorism. And
Oh my
because
God.
she was from Jamaica, you know, and they do have sort of a caste system like
They
Indian
do.
people
Yes,
do.
yes, they
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
Mm.
So she was broken in that way. And she was a nice person in every area except for when it came to that. And
Yeah,
if
light
she
skin,
caught you
dark
looking
skin.
at somebody that was lighter than her, that shit was an argument,
Right.
you know.
Wow. Oh my
So
God.
I've just seen broken in different aspects than the traditional. She just can't get it together. It's just that one particular thing. It was her thing. And no matter what she was like Michael Jackson, no matter what she looked in the mirror, she saw what she saw, and there's nothing you could do to change it.
Right.
So, all right, let's take one more, y'all, and then we'll get up out of here because I know Miss Marlena, she got to get to bed. She ain't feeling too good, so we want to man. Anybody got one that they would like to put out here so we can get up out of here?
No, go
Anybody?
ahead. Pick one.
I'm in here trying to fake the music, and he in here telling people I don't feel good. You,
Oh, you missed that
You know-
riveted opening I had for you, right? You missed it.
Yeah, she missed it.
Yeah, I
Yes,
told
she
people
did.
you ain't feel good right from the beginning.
I know I heard you the first time, but I was letting that one slide.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Don't mess up,
I
Mario.
was giving you a pass, but you got to keep repeating yourself. So you in the book. That's all right. You in the book.
Oh,
Whoa. I guess she told you.
Okay, I'm gonna just pick a random question, and right here, this one says, which one is easier to accept? Someone who tells you they love you, or someone who shows you they love you? Which seems like would be an obvious answer to me. But go ahead, Felicia. Which one is easier to accept?
I'd rather you show me that you love me because words are just syllables and vowels coming out your mouth.
Mm.
Actions speak louder than words.
Okay, Miss Dionetta.
Show me. I'm not from Missouri, but show me.
All right, I got you, Miss Andrea. Telling you or showing you?
You have to show me. You telling me is okay too, but in that telling, you still need to show. Because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna also tell you.
But sometimes you have to be careful with the show me because a lot of men believe in this gonna hurt you more than hurt me. I'm showing you I love you. I'm only doing it because I love you. So he's showing you.
Wait a minute, hold up. Show me. I mean, how are you meaning that?
You know how I mean that.
No,
Some men
no,
show
the
you
hell I
they
don't.
love you. I'm only putting
You
these
know
crinkles
what?
on your head because I love you, girl.
Oh hell no. No, ain't none of that going on.
That's not
'Cause that's
love.
not love. That's not love. If you feel like you gotta hit me, then bastard, you don't love me.
But he's showing you.
No, that's not showing me that you love me.
That's
He's
not
But,
love.
That's
but to
a
him,
blunt-
he's showing you.
He's showing me something. He's showing me that he want to be 6 feet under.
Ooh.
Okay, I got you. You know, I had to throw a little
Yeah,
wrinkle in there.
Yeah, you always do. Never fails. My God.
Hey, but
He never
isn't that true though?
That's for
Doesn't
sure.
some men feel that, you know, that some men feel that way for
Yeah, they
real?
do. Some men do feel that way. But believe me, there are also some women who don't think that you love them, not unless you put your hands on them.
right.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
go both ways with that. Just go
yes.
both ways with
That is true. I have heard with my own ears when I was about 17 and these two girls were talking on, we was on the bus. And she said this with a straight for girl, that nigga whooped my ass. Do you hear me? She said it in a glowing way. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, girl. Ooh, he beat my girl. We was in there fighting like dudes. He whooped my ass. Ooh, I'm still so. I'm in my mind. I'm going, wait. You saying this like, and she ain't bat the girl she was talking to didn't bat an eye. Girl, whew, you lucky, girl. He ain't hurt you that bad. Yeah, I'm like, God damn, did what this come to?
That's what it comes to sometimes.
Wow.
What about you, Leon? Showing or telling?
Right.
She's scared to say now. Look at him.
Right. I'm kind of this is you made it a touchy situation. But
I know, right? Made it very uncomfortable, didn't it?
right. Showing me that you love me is a lot better, depending on how you figure that you're gonna show me that you love me.
Yes.
Because goddamn it, just putting the hands on it, I'm not putting my hands on you. You ain't putting your hands on me. But as far as like doing loving things, showing me that you actually care or actually understand what I am to you. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna show you what you are to me, as far as being my woman or my lady or my wife or whatever. I'm gonna show you that I love you in that manner. And we're gonna get together, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna move forward in life together.
Yeah. Cause I think it was Miss Diana who brought it up earlier. Sometimes when you say show love, you got to understand first what that person's definition of love is.
Mm-hmm.
Cause all love ain't good love.
Right.
So okay. All right, we're gonna leave it right there, y'all. With that being said, don't forget we do have the website up, people. It's totalview22.com. That's totalview22.com. I'm gonna say it till it becomes natural to me. Don't forget, you can go there. We got the audio versions up, we got the video versions up. You can even find a little bit about our panelists up there, a little snippet, a little bio about them up there. Check out the site. If you got any comments you want to leave, it's right there on the site. As soon as you go on the site, it says, hello, welcome to totalview22.com. Leave a message there. So with that being said, Miss Marlena, do you want to take us out, baby?
Thank you, viewers, so much for hanging out with us this evening. We love having you join us. Please, when you come in again, bring a friend, tell everybody about us, check us out on all our different avenues. Peace out. Meow, meow.
Yeah, that meow didn't sound like it normally sound, but we
Oh,
go back.
You know.
we gonna gotta get you some catnip.
Yeah, I'm trying, but this one ain't working. My meow mixer ain't mixing too well tonight.
We know, but we you gonna be back and better than ever, and that meow gonna be right for him, baby. We know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, viewers. Y'all missed my meow the other way.
No, it's okay, baby girl. We all have our moments. Miss Keep Your Lane. Did you keep your lane tonight, or how you feeling? What you want to say to the people?
I kept my lane tonight. I just want everybody to know I enjoyed the show. I hope everybody comes back. Hope our viewers enjoyed, and I hope they learn to get on our lane and join us and give us some questions and come see us sometime.
All right. Big bro Lee Jack, what you got for him?
I enjoyed you all as usual. Love coming out, talking with the fam and seeing their point of view. Hey, hopefully we can get some more points of views from other people, other listeners, and get some questions from some people. Until then, hey, make it do what it do.
That is so true.
Oh, Lord. Let's get out of here. This no good catnip is making me sweat. Between this and the man, I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Okay.
Well, let's get out of here.
Miss Andrea, what you
I
got to
was
say
just
to
getting
the,
ready to
how
say,
you
well,
for to
let me
follow
make
that up?
mine. Let me make mine quick because her shit is about to go crazy over there.
Right.
Once again, hope everybody enjoyed it. Our show tonight. Come back and join us at any given time. Like Mario said, the website is up, ep20.com. And always send us some questions, emails, whatever you want to reach out to the crew. We're always here somewhere. atotalview22@gmail.com.
All right, there you go. Mama D, CC, take us on out, baby.
Well, thank you for coming into my playhouse. As you see, the road rats are back in spirit. And sookie now.
All right. With that being said, people, we want to thank y'all. The show was a little short tonight, but that's okay. We'll be back at full strength next week. So, but enjoy what we did give y'all. And don't forget to go to the Facebook page, join the group, share, like, tell somebody else. Until next week, we will be back. Thing or two about life is out.